Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days.
Whoa. No hearing aids. If you can't hear, you're just screwed. Okay? Deaf people, no hearing aids. God made you deaf for a reason. That's a joke. Let's get ready for season 1, episode 39. I think this is where Mark's going to put on a unitard or a singlet for wrestling and show off his crab apples. And there's probably going to be some improper comments by his wife about his genitalia showing and bulging through the singlet. Make sure to like and subscribe and fill in stuff and comment if you want. And you don't have to subscribe unless you want to. Anyways, here's the show. Enjoy. June 8th, 2023. Kelly and Mark Consuelos. If that's your real name.
Free challenge.
The team you trust. Watch.
If that's your real name. No, I'm not trusting the news.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today from Transformers, Rise of the Beast, Anthony Ramos. And star of the hit series, Never Have I Ever, Maitreyi Ramakrishan. Plus, we're hitting the mat with champion wrestler Mason Parris. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos.
Welcome. It's Thursday, June 8th, 2023. Big day around here today.
Huge day.
Big day. I heard there was a rehearsal this morning.
There was a rehearsal this morning.
And terms are being used backstage like ragdoll.
Yes, I was thrown around. We're going to have Mason Parris on the show today, the
Yes.
NCAA heavyweight national champion.
Yes,
Here.
correct.
Wrestling, yeah.
Champion.
From the University of Michigan.
University
Go Blue.
of Michigan. Go Blue.
Go Blue.
Yes.
He threw me around like a little kid.
Jan actually said something to me I've never heard her
What'd
say
she say?
before. She said, I'm scared.
She said she's scared?
She's scared.
Yeah.
For you. She's scared for you.
Yeah, she was treating, she said, oh my, if this is my husband, I would be very upset.
Yeah, but it's not her husband. It's my.
You know, and I did try on that singlet back.
Why we're doing this entire thing.
I'm not sure about this, Go.
Oh, yeah, no, you're wearing the singlet.
I'm wearing the singlet? All right.
Do you want to wrestle in a singlet?
You know how many wrestling matches I've had in my life?
How many?
0.
I know. But everybody thinks you're a wrestler.
They do think I'm a wrestler.
Which is great.
It really annoys our son.
It really annoys our son a lot.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And Mason's such a great guy.
So Mason is going to take you on today.
He's gonna show us a few of his go-to moves.
No, I heard that you're gonna wrestle each
And then we're
other.
gonna wrestle each other for a trophy.
There's a trophy at
Yes,
stake.
there's a trophy at stake.
He won the Hodge Trophy.
He won the Hodge Trophy, which is the equivalent to the Heisman Trophy.
Right. It's the wrestling equivalent of the Heisman Trophy. But now he's wrestling for the Lodge Trophy, as we like to call it. The Hiram.
Oh, is this it?
Right here. It's very heavy. Be careful.
Oh my God.
Solid gold.
Look at that. Yeah. Oh. Wow.
Wait,
Close up on the top.
yeah, maybe look at the entire thing. Wow.
I'm not parting with this.
Oh,
I'm not
you will
parting
part
with
with
this.
that when you
No way.
ragdoll. It is my favorite expression. How can an expression be part of the lingo and I've never heard it before? Ragdoll.
You know what I'm going to need after this segment today? I'm going to need my own personal ice plunge.
Ooh.
You know, they're doing that now.
A what?
Ice plunge.
Oh, an ice plunge.
Ice bath.
I thought you
Ice
said
bath.
an eyes plunge. I was like, what are you doing? You're plunging your eyes?
Ice. People are doing that now. We've been talking about this. You know, I take a cold shower. That's nothing. That's peanuts compared to the actually getting into the water up to your neck. But people are getting these at home. You know, when we were in athletes, we would just do garbage cans and fill them with water and ice. Remember, Michael would run, we'd fill it with so he could soak his legs.
Yeah.
But now they're getting these in their homes.
I like that he said when we were athletes. He just said when we were athletes.
I was an athlete.
I know you
You
were.
were a dancer. That's very athletic.
Yes, but we did not do. Back in the day, that was not a thing. Cold plunge.
And I know we saw this article over the weekend. It was from the Wall Street Journal. People are having them put into their homes.
Yes.
They range in prices. Previously, the domain of athletes bathing in cold water or ice has become a mainstream wellness trend across the U.S. The practice goes by many terms like cold plunging, ice bathing, cold immersion therapy, water temperatures below 59 degrees Fahrenheit.
I call it torture.
Yeah.
That is torture.
People swear by it. They say they experience wide-ranging health benefits like reduced anxiety, alleviated joint and muscle pain, and boosted energy and focus. We should do that on the show as well.
Will you wear the singlet?
No.
You're going to see your little shrivel package. You want to talk about shrinkage? We'll embarrass you.
Good idea.
Have you seen that show on Apple TV starring Harrison Ford and Jason Segel? It's called
No.
Shrinkage.
Oh, shrinking. Oh, yeah. Yes, I have seen that.
It's called shrinking, not shrinkage.
No, it's called Shrinkage.
We'll have our own show.
Yeah, the live version. Shrinkage.
So if I get one of these cold plunge things at the house, you won't go in it?
Never.
Will you be upset that
I'll fill it with hot water.
but I can
and
get
go in.
you're not going to deny me one of those. I can get one of those, right?
When has okay?
Why are you making it sound like I
Here's
tell
how
you
it goes
you
in
can't
our
do
house.
things?
Want to hear how it goes? Kelly, I want this. Boom, it's done. We have it. Mark, I've really been dreaming about this, XYZ, name it, a separate closet from you. I've been dreaming about having my own closet.
Oh.
Don't look to her, you know it's yours. No, I know whose it is. I've done this in church. I used to have, you know that song "Give Me More" by Britney Spears, where it goes, "It's Britney, bitch." That went off in church, and I sat there like this. Remember where I was like, who in the world?
Who would do that?
Who would do that?
The
In
fake
the middle of
husband laugh.
church. What monsters? And it just kept ringing. It was Gelman, P.S.
Yeah, right.
Ringing. Anyway, so when you want something, it just happens.
happens.
When I want something,
We'd have to get another house for you to have your own closet.
Okay.
no, we don't. We could use that room that you occupy to smoke cigars in.
Yes.
That could be nice.
But they'd smoke like all your clothes would smell like cigars.
No, because you wouldn't smoke cigars in there anymore. You could smoke your cigars in your ice bath. So, did you hear the mustaches back?
I've seen it back.
The mustaches back.
Yeah. That guy from my favorite TV show,
Scandival?
Scandival.
Yes, the mustache is back. And in every variety of mustache.
Ooh.
Every mustache has its own
The
name.
bushy mustache.
The big bushy mustache, the pencil mustache, the what is this called? The Western handlebar mustache.
Yes.
Yeah. And I've got a plethora of photos of you, Mark Consuelos. There you are, and a mustache. These are always like character-driven mustaches.
Yeah.
Every time you see Mark in a mustache,
Because I'm
it's
doing
for
a
a role.
roll.
Here
Yeah.
you are. This is when you had your pandemic mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People didn't like it. They didn't like it.
I'm not a huge fan. This is your. Yeah.
Well, that's fake. That's a
Did you
fake.
see White House plumbers?
Yes.
Good stash.
Yeah, that's a fake mustache.
Oh, this one's fake?
That's
I thought
fake.
this was your.
No, that was fake.
I know they put gray hair in your head, which irritated me.
Well, it was a flashback episode.
I know.
I played the grandfather.
No, I understand that. But
Why did it irritate you?
Because you don't have any gray hair in your head, and I think the time has come for you to actually have some.
I feel it coming every day.
I see there's one or two
Yes.
right here.
They're sneaking in.
But if history in his family has taught me anything, it's you're going to be 70 before actual gray hair starts to show up in any real way.
Well, I'm gonna let it fly.
You are?
Yes, I'm gonna let it fly. Gray hair.
Well, I hope so.
Customer ratings have become meaningless because everyone is perfect. You ever notice that? The 5 stars. I'm suspicious about those 5 stars, or when somebody's trying to sell you something. They're all really good ratings, and I'm wondering if the company is using them. Just doing their own ratings, if they're verified ratings. Also, if somebody asked you if you bought something, and they asked you how do you enjoy my product, if you actually do give them a rating, then they bombard you with stuff continuously. Then, right?
Yeah,
you're on a list.
Yeah.
I've got to tell you, whether I've loved something or hated something, it's never occurred to me to give it a rating. It's just because I like something doesn't mean somebody else will like it. Just because I didn't like something doesn't mean somebody else won't like it. That's such, it's narcissistic thinking to think that oh my gosh, 1 star, I didn't like the fried shrimp.
Yeah.
1 star.
I listen to the Rotten Tomato ratings.
Oh yeah.
For films.
Yeah.
I kind of look at that before I'm going to go into, if somebody tells me about something, I go see what people are saying about the movie or the TV series.
Never. We've got a big show today. Anthony Ramos is here.
Yeah. Also, NCAA champion wrestler Mason Parris is here.
Mason is going to take on Mark, and Mark is going to get pinned, I can tell you. Never have I ever. Maitreyi Ramakrishnan is here also.
All right. It's time for Live Brighten Your Day Trivia.
That's Adam Merritt from New York City. Clearly a tumbler. Are you a gymnast?
I was.
You were.
How's that wrestling mat feeling over there? It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice and soft.
It's like a gym mat.
I don't think you noticed all of his
I missed that. No.
back handsprings.
Oh, I missed that. Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
you missed the whole thing. You were down here
What?
messing with your items. You're really. So do you work? Oh, there he goes. You missed.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh.
Wow.
Are you in the circus now?
Someone asked me that once. No.
Well, thank
No?
you for doing that.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome.
Let's say hello to Angelica Fox from Birmingham, Ohio, who watches us on WHIO. Hey there,
Hi,
Angelica.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you a Ohio State Buckeyes fan?
I am not.
Okay. All
Sorry
right.
to say.
All right.
And
That's
then,
good.
Then we will allow this to happen.
Yes. All right. You've given us 2 statements. One is true, one is false. We have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump us, you will win this.
Glorious. Kelly and Mark mug. Very few have won it this month.
Angelica, here are your statements. I have watched the film Home Alone more than 400 times, or I've been to more than 100 Major League Baseball games. Is there a reason why you watched that movie, Home Alone? Is someone making you watch it?
Well, that's an average of 15 times a year. Unless you when you were a kid, you watched it a lot. Meaning when it first came out, you watched it 4 or 5 times, but then the next year, once you got it on VHS or something, you played it on a loop in your house for Christmas. I could see that if you're playing Home Alone on your TV on mute during the month of December. Or if you just like it. You know, maybe when you were like 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, you watched it all the time. I want to say, here's the thing. You know why that might be the truth? Because something could happen where she could have worked at like a department store, like a Sears or a Marshalls or a Macy's or a J.C. Penney or something, right? Or a Marshall Fields. You know what I'm saying? And they put that movie on in her work at the department store on the TVs, and it just plays all day over and over and over again. And if she works in that department, she could have technically watched it more than 400 times because every Christmas it's on, you know what I mean? And even if it's just on, like, if she watches it 5 days a week and that's 3 times a day, if she watches it maybe 4 times a day, let's say 3. That would be 15 to 60 times a month. So there's possibly a way that if she worked at a department store for 5, 6, 7 years, she could have watched that movie more than 400 times because it plays on a loop at her work. I'm going to say my first impression guess is has watched Home Alone more than 400 times. That's the truth.
It's a nostalgic.
I've been to more than 100 Major League Baseball games. Is there a reason why you watched that movie, Home Alone? Is someone making you watch it?
It's a nostalgic movie that my family and I like to watch around the holidays.
And do you have like a counter so you count every time you watch it?
We do.
Of course you do. And so what team do you follow in Major League Baseball?
The Cincinnati Reds.
Ooh, the Reds. Okay. And do you have season tickets to the Reds games?
We don't. But we live about an hour away from Great American Ballpark.
Okay. And what was the ballpark name before it was the Great American Ballpark?
Riverfront.
Oh, you stumped me there.
Yes, I did.
That doesn't mean anything. First of all, for those who don't know, the Great American Ballpark wasn't named anything before Great American Ballpark. It didn't have a different name. It's a brand new ballpark called the Great American Ballpark. Now, the Reds played at Riverfront Stadium, but Riverfront Stadium was not the Great American Ballpark. They didn't change the name from Riverfront to Great American Ballpark. And he didn't ask, where did the Reds play their home games before Great American Ballpark? He asked them, what was the name of the stadium before it was Great American Ballpark? And it's a trick question because it wasn't named anything. Great American Ballpark was the very first name of that stadium. So this is kind of getting tricky here. That's why she doesn't know, because there's no answer.
Name before it was the Great American Ballpark.
Oh, you stumped me there.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Is there another team that you like to watch play baseball?
The St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay.
So where do they play their games? Busch Stadium, right? Which proves why you're not an Ohio State fan. You're probably a University of Cincinnati fan. Go Bearcats, right?
Other team that you like to watch play baseball?
The St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay. They both sound very untrue. More than 400 times. That's a lot of time. How long is that movie? 2 hours?
Yeah. I've seen Jaws at least 8,000 times.
No.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say the true statement. They both sound very untrue. More than 400 times. That's a lot of time. How long is that movie? 2 hours?
Yeah. I've seen Jaws at least 8,000 times.
No.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say the true statement.
I'm sorry, I can't hear what this girl said. I'll play it one more time. That's it.
More than 400 times. That's a lot of time. How long is that movie? 2 hours?
Yeah.
I've seen Jaws
Yeah, it's
at
about
least
2 hours.
8,000 times.
No.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say the true statement is that you have watched Home Alone more than 400 times.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all confident. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
I'm getting booed.
I thought for
getting
sure
bored.
that wasn't true until she said, yes, they do keep count of how many times they've watched it.
Yeah, she didn't know the name of the old Reds stadium, which I don't know either. But if I would have heard it, I would have remembered it. Does anybody know that old Riverfront Stadium? Okay, sorry you didn't win the mug, but you still have a chance to win a great prize.
All right,
Yeah,
Deja.
but you didn't ask her. You didn't ask her where did the Reds play their home games before Great American Ballpark. You said what was the name of Great American Ballpark before it was Great American Ballpark, and Great American Ballpark was a brand new stadium. It didn't have a name before, so your facts are all lies.
Riverfront Stadium. Okay, sorry you didn't win the mug, but you still have a chance to win a great prize.
All right, Deja, spin that wheel. You're playing for an Uni pizza oven, package valued at approximately $1,000. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck, Angelica. We've been making pizzas with we have a Uni pizza oven.
So much fun.
It is so much fun.
Yeah.
It is the best thing.
All right. Earlier this week, we talked with Dominique Fishback. What sports team did we say Dominique was the captain of the high school? The captain of in high school.
What sport?
Flag football?
I'm gonna have to guess. Unfortunately, I was out of town.
Basketball.
That episode.
Basketball.
Volleyball.
Oh,
Basketball.
Good guess. Good guess.
It was basketball.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but
You're still going to receive a $500 Uni gift card, and you'll now be entered into our grand prize. Okay, bye.
Still ahead on Live from Never Have I Ever, Maitreyi Ramakrishnan will meet NCAA champion wrestler Mason Parris. And coming up next, Anthony Ramos.
The man with the troublesome hemorrhoid.
The show, Anthony Ramos.
(847-930-5830) USA Vein Clinics.
Welcome back on tomorrow's show. Mary J. Blige will be here.
can't wait. And from the series American-Born Chinese, Daniel Wu.
And from Broadway to the big screen, he does it all. Get ready, everybody. Now he stars in the action-packed film Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Please welcome back to the show, Anthony Ramos. Brooklyn, born and raised.
Yeah.
So where do you live now?
I live in Miami.
Oh my God. You live in Miami?
Yeah. I'm with Miami.
We're taking you right off the prayer list. No more prayer list for Anthony.
Did you miss home at all? Did you miss anything from New York City?
Yeah. Everything. The vibe, everything. I was just with my friends yesterday. We were wilding out. Yeah, so it was. Yeah.
So what does that entail? Give me the routine.
Come on.
Come on. You can tell
Trying to set me up on live TV.
Come on.
A long night.
Do you have a favorite pizza spot?
Spumoni Gardens.
Of course, yes.
They don't have that in Miami, do they?
They do not have Spumoni Gardens in Miami, but I still got a spot in Brooklyn. I come to Brooklyn all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always in Brooklyn.
Is your mom still here, right?
My mom's still here.
Yeah.
Is
Is she the lone family holdout?
Nah. My brother still lives here. My sister. I'm the only one that was like, yo, guys, I think I'm tired of this cold weather.
Yeah, I'm all right. So growing up, your performances, did your mom critique your work at all? Did she say you're not doing this right?
All the time. Biggest critic. Yeah. No, I had one time I performed. I did a show called In the Heights at the Kennedy Center. And my mom basically, I come on stage and my mom is just, she goes, Anthony. I was like, yo, I'm a hype. I like just did lead and roll. We partying, and I'm like, yo, Mom, what'd you think? She's like, Anthony, no, it was good, but she was like, were you nervous? I was like, yeah, I was a little nervous, but.
Kennedy Center.
And then she's like, no, just because you was a little stiff. A little stiff.
Was she right?
I don't think she was right, but maybe if she watched it, I didn't watch myself, so I might have been stiff.
No, I'm sure she's really proud. Does she have a place for all your achievements?
Her closet, the back of her closet. I promise. Oh,
That's
100%.
where she keeps your achievements?
Yo. I promise you, I don't know where my Grammy's at.
No.
I forgot that I have one. I forgot.
She's keeping it safe for you.
It's in the back of her closet. Yeah.
8 years since Hamilton. Can you believe that? It's been 8 years.
8 years, bro. That's crazy. It feels like a million years ago that I did that show. Like it feels like somebody, like the Men in Black when they do the thing. You don't even remember what that was like. Yeah.
I can't believe it's 8 years ago because I remember vividly our youngest son, who's an adult now, his class trip was to see Hamilton.
Oh, yeah, a lot of class trips.
3 times.
Crazy.
And I sacrificed and signed up as one of the class moms because I was like, this is the only way I'm getting a ticket to Hamilton.
Yeah, that is a sacrifice.
Because it was impossible.
Yeah.
Do you remember the impossibility of getting those tickets?
I remember people waiting outside for hours, like Ham for Ham. We used to do these shows in between. Yeah, it was crazy. It was like being every night the show sold out. So it was like being in a rock band.
It was such a good classroom tool. You must have learned. Did you learn a lot doing that show?
Everything about history. I didn't know that. I didn't know any of it. I was like, oh wow, George Washington did that. John Lawrence was his best friend.
Hey, speaking of history, you recently did some ancestry research. What did you find?
No, man, I found out that one of my great grandfathers, my 16th great grandfather was like one of the kings of the Wanches, who are the native people of the Canary Islands. There's 9 kings, and he was one of them.
Wait, you have claim to the Canary Islands now, right? You have some land there.
100%. And then I have a grandmother named Rosalie, who came from Africa. She part of the slave trade, and she was in Bayamon. She landed in Bayamon, and then there was 3 generations of great grandmothers, and they all were able to die free people.
Right.
They started as slaves, but they passed away free.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
before they passed away.
Profound.
Yeah, no, it was heavy. Dr. Gates he's no joke. I don't know if y'all seen him.
Yeah, of course.
It was crazy. I was bugging out. And I'm developing a movie called The Borinqueneers right now, and about the 65th Infantry in the military, these Puerto Rican soldiers, and who don't really get the love that I think they deserve. And I didn't know. I found out my grandfather was one of the Borinqueneers. Wow. I had no idea. We were already developing this movie.
So Henry Gates found this out?
Yo, shout out to Dr. Gates. My man is the beast. He's the beast.
We have to take a commercial break, but we're going to find out about Anthony's Transformers role and whether or not it was a dream come true. Stick around. More with Anthony.
Still ahead, alive from Never Have I Ever, Maitreyi Ramakrishan.
I love your place.
Thanks. Could you grab some carrots?
Sure.
Voting Rights Act and Section 2, which protects against racial discrimination in voting. I want to bring...
What the fuck is this shit?
Tahini, the irresistible blend of chili, lime, and sea salt, as unique as you. Tahini makes what's bueno more bueno. Tahini it.
Oh, I thought after the car chase we were boys. What are you? The name's Mirage. Come on, give me a little tap. Give me a little tap. There you go. Now we're friends.
Oh, great. The gang's here.
They're more like you?
You brought a human here.
I'm nobody. I ain't even seen nothing. I'm not even seeing anything right now.
That was a good Transformers, Rise of the Beast. Tell us about it.
Yeah, no, Transformers, man. It's I'm really excited. I've been a fan since I was a kid. It's a movie. We got the Maximals, Beast Wars. I've been a fan of Beast Wars.
Did you watch that as a kid?
Yo, I used to wait every weekend. Every weekend I waited for Saturday morning to watch Beast Wars. So I'm Optimus Primal and Cheetor and all Rhinox and all these characters. And then I'm really excited about being in this movie with Dominique Fishback and Tobey and Wigway and just a diverse cast. This is, I think, the most diverse Transformers we ever seen. So I'm excited about that.
A lot of stunts in this, driving stunts. Now, you're a New York City kid. We all know our kids grew up in New York City. You didn't get your license till late, probably, right?
No, I got my license like 4 Transformers, and then I didn't drive at all.
Wait, okay.
Yeah.
So you got your driver's license because they were like, okay, so you're going to need to drive in this movie. And you're like, oh my gosh, I have to get a license.
Yeah, no, I was like, yo, calling everybody I could call, like, yo, can you, because apparently it's mad hard to get an appointment at the DMV.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? And then finally, something opened up, and I go, I'm like, yo, Ma, can I borrow your car, please? And she's like, yeah, sure, don't worry about it.
Well, it comes in handy in Miami, right?
Yeah, it comes.
Being able to drive.
No, but I'll be Ubering in Miami. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you.
He's young. Nobody needs a license anymore.
You've been all over the world promoting this film. Are there any new foods that you wanted to try or have been?
Yo, I tried cuy, which is guinea pig. Don't judge me, y'all. It was wild. And I had ants in the.
This is an ABC News special report.
Good morning, I'm Diane Macedo. We're coming on the air with breaking news. The Supreme Court has Voting Rights Act and race discrimination. The ruling is considered a big win for the Voting Rights Act and Section 2, which protects against racial discrimination in voting. I want to bring in our senior national correspondent, Terry Moran, along with attorney and assistant dean at the Yale Jackson School of Global Affairs, Asha Rangapra, and senior Washington reporter, Devin Dwyer, for more. Devin, walk us through this decision. This was about the drawing of election maps. So how did the judges reach this ruling?
This is a remarkable decision, Diane, in a major case from the state of Alabama involving election maps drawn after the 2020 census. Those maps drawn by the state's Republican legislature were challenged as being racially biased against black voters in that state, which make about 27% of the electorate. Only one of the 7 districts in Alabama is majority black. Lower courts had said the state needs to add another district. And today, the Supreme Court, in a 5-4 decision written by Chief Justice John Roberts, joined by Brett Kavanaugh and the 3 liberal justices, said, in fact, that Alabama's map was discriminatory, that it violated Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, that landmark law passed after the Civil Rights Movement to prevent against discrimination in voting. They said the lower courts properly applied the precedent and that map needs to be redrawn to account for black voters. Diane.
Asha, I'm short on time, but talk us through the constitutionality issue here.
Yes, so this is a Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, as well as claims under the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. And Diane, what the court did was uphold basically 40 years of precedent on applying Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act and saying that the district court got it right. The real story here is that they stayed the lower court opinion until now, which actually allowed this map to go into effect for the 2022 elections. The discriminatory map has already had effect.
Terry, what's the big picture impact here?
It's huge, Diane. This resuscitates the Voting Rights Act, which was almost considered a dead letter after the Supreme Court gutted it back in 2013 in the Shelby County case. What this does is put the action in the drawing of those congressional districts. This case finds that Alabama diluted the power of black voters in Alabama by packing them into a district when it could be shown very easily that there could be another majority minority district fairly drawn in Alabama. And the court held that the law requires that to be done if, in fact, it can be done fairly. And so this is a huge win for the Voting Rights Act. And it means that from now on, all the arguments about redistricting are going to have to take into account what happens to minority voters. That is the command of the Supreme Court and the Voting Rights Act.
All right, Terry Moran, Devin Dwyer, Asha Rangappa, thank you. And thank you for joining us. I'm Diane Macedo. Our coverage will continue on our streaming channel, ABC News Live, and all day long on abcnews.com. We'll have a complete wrap-up tonight on World News Tonight with David Muir. Right now, we will return you to your regular programming.
The value sale through Monday at Garvin Furniture and Mattress.
So wait, okay.
Yeah.
So you got your driver's license because they were like, okay, so you're gonna need to drive in this movie, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to get a license.
Yeah, no, I was like, yo, calling everybody I could call, like, yo, because apparently it's mad hard to get an appointment at the DMV.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then finally, like, something opened up, and I go, I was like, yo, Ma, can I borrow your car, please? And she's like, yeah, sure, don't worry about it.
Well, it comes in handy in Miami, right?
Yeah, it comes
being able to drive.
No, but I'll be Ubering in Miami. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you.
He's young. Nobody needs a license anymore.
You've been all over the world promoting this film. Are there any new foods that you wanted to try or have been?
Yo, I tried cuy, which is guinea pig. Don't judge me, y'all. Yeah, no, it was wild. And I had ants in the.
This is an ABC.
Networks. More specialists means more expertise. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Call now.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody. She's the star of the hit series Never Have I Ever, which is in its fourth and final season. Please welcome back to the show, Maitreyi Ramakrishnan. Nice to meet you. Welcome back to New York. Last time you were here, you were on a quest. I tell you,
a real
to find a city rat.
Yeah. That was the first time. Last time I was here, my first time
Yes.
I was ever in New York City, and I wanted to see a rat.
They're not hard to find here. You just have to look down.
Yeah, and I found one.
Where'd you find him?
Central Park.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
makes sense. Yeah.
That's their stomping ground.
And then I proceeded to freak out my mom because she was wearing good old Birkenstocks, open-toed, and just kept getting in her head saying what if one just crawled over your feet? And she did not like that. She did not like that thought.
But one did not crawl over her.
No, unfortunately. I would have gotten it on film. I like to document my family often. I don't think they like it. But I like to. Spielberg in the making. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Rat feet. Oh, that's your first film.
Right here. You want to produce it?
Yeah.
You want to produce it?
I will definitely produce that. Yes.
Take it.
We are running with this 100%.
You post a lot about your favorite singers.
I do.
Do you go to a lot of concerts?
I try. So, okay, ever since, Never Have I Ever started, I got big kid money. So I was able to actually go and purchase concert tickets.
Yeah, exciting.
Then the pandemic happened, so that didn't really pan out. But every time I buy concert tickets, something happens where
I guess there's Facebook and stuff and social media and not a lot. Some people keep in touch with.
I wanted to see a rat.
They're not hard to find here. You just have to look down.
Yeah, and I found one.
Where'd you find him?
Central Park.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Makes sense. Yeah.
That's their stomping ground.
And then I proceeded to freak out my mom because she was wearing good old Birkenstocks, open-toed, and just kept getting in her head saying what if One just crawled over your feet. And she did not like that. She did not like that thought.
But one did not crawl over her.
No, unfortunately. I would have gotten it on film. I like to document my family often. I don't think they like it. But I like to. You know, Spielberg in the making. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Rat feet. Oh, that's your first film.
Right here. You want a producing credit?
Yeah.
You want a producing
I
credit?
will
I'll give it to you.
definitely produce that. Yes.
Take it.
We are running with this 100%.
You post a lot about your favorite singers.
I do.
Do you go to a lot of concerts?
I try. So, okay, ever since, never have I ever started, I got big kid money. So I was able to actually go and purchase concert tickets.
Yeah, exciting.
Then the pandemic happened, so that didn't really pan out. But every time I buy concert tickets, something happens where I'm now unable to go to the concert. So one time I had COVID, which really sucked. Another time, actually, like a couple of days ago, Paramore performed in Toronto, but I was doing
I will definitely produce that. Yes.
Take it.
We are running with this 100%.
You post a lot about your favorite singers.
I do.
Do you go to a lot of concerts?
I try. So, okay, ever since, never have I ever started, I got big kid money. So I was able to actually go and purchase concert tickets.
Yeah, exciting.
Then the pandemic happened, so that didn't really pan out. But every time I buy concert tickets, something happens where I'm now unable to go to the concert. So one time I had COVID, which really sucked. Another time, actually, like a couple of days ago, Paramore performed in Toronto, but I was doing Never Have I Ever press. I was going to another concert to go see Water Parks with my cousin, and she bought the tickets for me. She was so excited, and then I got really sick with a really bad cold. So my next concert is Shania Twain.
Okay.
And I'm praying. That's my birthday gift to my mom.
Okay.
And I swear, if that doesn't work out, I am never going to a concert again. I will never listen to music again.
If I were you, I would start taking vitamin C.
Yeah.
I would build up my immune system now, do a full
just cleanse of my entire being.
Don't go outside.
No.
Are you a Swiftie?
Am I a Swiftie? I love Taylor Swift. Yes, I do.
Are you not going to that concert? Or
No. Praying. That's my birthday gift to my mom.
Okay.
And I swear, if that doesn't work out, I am never going to a concert again. I will never listen to music again.
If I were you, I would start taking vitamin C. I would build up my immune system now, do a full
just cleanse of my entire being.
Don't go outside.
No.
Are you a Swiftie?
Am I a Swiftie? I love Taylor Swift. Yes, I do.
Are you not going to that concert? Or
No, I'm not. I can't risk
the
going to
letdown.
the Eras concert and that letdown.
Yeah.
No way. No way.
They're saying that people are suffering from post-concert amnesia because they get so excited in the moment that when they leave the Eras tour, they forget anything that happened there. Which happens here all the time.
This is basically Taylor Swift Eras tour. Makes sense. Yeah. I can see that.
So I saw that you posted a photo with Halle Bailey.
Yeah.
Was that at the Academy Awards or was that at an Academy Award party?
It was at the Vanity Fair after Oscar party. And she was just such a delight. Yeah. She's so gorgeous. And honestly, I love her so much. Just seeing everything.
You both look really chic. And I like that Vanity Fair party lighting.
Truly.
Right?
Lighting,
it's good.
Kind of nice. It does you favors. But no, she's amazing. I mean, seeing everything that she's doing with Little Mermaid right now, just right, yeah, for real. It gives me hope. As another young woman of color, being South Asian, seeing her take on that role, and I know it has not been an easy journey for her, and that's totally not fair. But I watch the Little Mermaid trailer and cry because it just makes me realize I can do something like that too, because she's truly a pioneer and she deserves all the flowers.
Hey, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're talking about saying goodbye to Never Have I Ever. Stick around. Are you ready?
If you love watching our show from home, now's your chance to see us live and in person. Come join the fun. Check out all the stars and be part of Live with Kelly and Martin's studio audience. Visit our website and get your
have no problem asking for directions if I'm lost. I have no problem.
The lightning bolt is about to strike him.
I'm asking for directions if I'm lost. I have no problem.
The lightning bolt is about to strike him.
That's live. Mary Jane live. Plus, from American-born Chinese, Daniel Wu. You've reached your morning destination.
I'm Lynette. This is my husband, Arthur.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe her in our 70s, huh?
I have recommended consumer cellular to so many people.
She was the one to convince me.
Pete up in heaven. I mean,
Buying homes in Chicagoland since 2009.
yo, my God, it's Devi Vishwakumar, your dopest disciple in the 91403.
Oh, good Lord. This is a prayer, Devi, not DJ Khalid introing a new song.
Mom, this is just how me and my daddies do.
Fine. Continue.
First, I'd like to thank you for taking care of my dad and making sure he has ESPN on repeat up in heaven. It means a lot to us. Also, if you have the time to please bless my college application, that would be awesome. That is the most important thing.
That's a secret Never Have I Ever, the fourth and final season. Why are so many shows that we love ending?
Because all good things come to an end.
No, but do they have to, though?
I mean, they just go into character heaven, and they all live happily ever after. So
High school is ending though, right?
Yes, yeah, it's the final season. It's kind of nice how we have only 4 seasons because that's 4 years of high school.
Right? Yeah.
So high school's ending for the good old Sherman Oaks gang, and I think it's our best season. I think we do a really good job of a send off. Everyone who's seen it so far has said the same. So
you should pick up where you left off in season 3.
Yes. Right where we left the fans off.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like when a show starts immediately. I don't like when there's something that happened and I've got to figure it out.
Oh, no time has passed. We are right there with Ben and Davey, and we get to see what happens.
How's your character changed throughout this series?
I mean, throughout the series, she's gone truly on a hero's journey. I mean, she was this, young girl, 15 years old, super insecure, not really confident, didn't know what she wanted, and also very much so in deep grief. Now she's learning to love herself and realize that it's important, find her self-confidence, and actually, talk about her feelings. She's slightly less annoying to her therapist. It actually kind of works with her for once.
Great. And the show is narrated by John McEnroe?
Yes.
That is really...
See, it's cool when you know what he does. When I was 17, I didn't know who he was.
Right.
So now it's very cool. Very cool to me now, guys.
I told you since.
Yeah. I will never forget asking him, so do you still play tennis, or do you not do that anymore?
You still yell at umpires?
Do you still do that? Or he's like, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I don't really sport, so yeah.
Maitreyi, thank you so much.
Never Have I Ever is streaming on Netflix. Coming up next, champion wrestler Mason Parris. Stick around.
Tomorrow on Live from American-born Chinese, Daniel Wu.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I was diagnosed.
A Hearing Life 30-day risk-free
Wrestler.
challenge evaluating this new high-tech device.
At Peppercorn Ranch and has never felt more alive. Arby's, we have the meat.
On the next Tamron Hall, a daytime exclusive interview with Devon Franklin on life after divorce. Then, Marcus Scribner talks the final season of Grownish and getting ready to say goodbye. Next Tamron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC 7.
Hey, welcome back. He's the 2023 NCAA heavyweight champion and a four-time heavyweight All-American, the winner of the Dan Hodge Trophy as college's most dominant wrestler and a recent University of Michigan graduate. Please welcome Mason Parris.
Hi! How are you? Congrats on the Hodge Trophy.
Yeah, explain to us the Hodge Trophy is like the equivalent of the Heisman Trophy, right?
Yeah, it's the most dominant wrestler in college.
How'd you get into wrestling? How'd you get into the sport?
So I started wrestling at 4 years old. My dad was a college football player and knew how much wrestling helps you with football and other sports. So I've been wrestling for about 20 years now. So it's been a long time.
Did your parents follow you around a lot? Did they put a lot of time in with the sport?
So much time. You know, they used to drive me all over the country. I remember going on 20-hour road trips as kids, just, taking me to face the best competition. I remember my dad used to come home from work and watch wrestling technique videos for, all night. And then I'd practice those moves on my sister, my poor sister.
Your poor sister is right. So you had a perfect record, 33 to no losses, right? 33 and
we saw most of those as well.
Yeah, we did. We got to see most of them. Very exciting. Do you how much of it is physical versus the mental? Because Mark's already mentally crushed from your
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how big the mental role plays. And I would say, the mental side's almost more important than the physical side. And, sometimes when I'm doubting myself, I just tell myself everything's going to be okay. And, my worth doesn't change if I win or lose a match.
Do you guys work with psychologists, sports psychologists at all to get that edge?
Yeah. We worked with the sports psychologist this year, and it was huge, for our entire team, just getting that mental edge over the competition.
Do you think the parents should work with sports psychologists?
Yeah, it would help out my mom. You should see her in the crowd.
We sat next to your mom.
Your mom is one of my favorite moms.
She goes crazy.
Yeah, I sometimes I watch the moms more than I watch the match.
My parents get more stressed than I do before matches.
Oh, definitely. We all do.
All right, are you ready?
I'm excited.
All right,
Are you ready?
I don't have my headgear, but we'll do without headgear.
You're going to do it without headgear?
Yeah, I'll do it without headgear. All right.
You want me to hold your microphones? Yeah, thanks, Mason. Mason, just remember, he is your father's age, so just take it easy on him. Oh, my gosh. Scary already. That's scary. I'm already. Let me just say, Mark, it's been fun being married to you. Is this normal? Wait, so from here, you're going to go into, what's the tournament? Is it called Final X?
Yeah, I'll be wrestling in Final X coming this Saturday, actually, and that's to make the USA World Team, and then that's my plan right now.
Yes! And then the Olympics?
Yeah, and then after that, I plan to, try to make the U.S. Olympic team in 2024.
Yes!
And then I can decide after that if I want to keep wrestling or I want to play football, go to WWE, or use my engineering degree. So we'll see.
Is engineering degree, are you okay?
Okay.
Engineering degree, WWE, or play football.
Yeah.
But I think with a last name like Parris, you need to be in the Olympics.
Yes.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2024?
Yeah.
Okay, just, he's ready. Just, Godspeed.
Thank you.
All right.
What are we going to do first?
Okay, so the first thing I want to show off is double leg takedown.
Okay,
My favorite. So right here.
Was that a double leg takedown?
Yes. He didn't take me down.
He didn't take you down. He just double legged.
Go easy on him on the first one.
Can I shoot on you now?
Yeah, I'm going to see you. How your shot is on
This is
me.
my favorite setup. I go here.
Is that how that was supposed to look?
Yeah.
Did you reverse him?
Yeah,
Was that worth 2 points?
Yeah,
2 points. Okay, now, what are you going to do next?
Now we're going to do a little bit of freestyle, which is,
freestyle.
my leg lace him. Should I take him down?
Mark, just much fight is Mark putting up?
Okay. He's trying his best.
He's trying his best. Because you're making it look
What's
easy.
your favorite move? Yeah, so this is my signature move right here. Okay.
Does it usually sound that loud?
All right, so you beat me. Now we're gonna take a little competition.
Wait, what's the competition?
The competition is, you know how you get down. First one to escape wins. He gets a point.
Okay, should we just give him all the points now? You can barely get. Mark has to escape.
Yeah, he's got to escape on me.
Go for it, Mark. Good luck.
All right.
Use all your might, Mark. Everything you learned.
Okay, ready?
Now, is there 2 more points?
No.
You know what it is for me, though?
No, you just hurting for fun.
This is, now it's Mason's turn.
Yes.
So now he's got to, okay. Mark, let me explain to you how this works. Now, Mason has to escape you, and you have to keep him down.
Are we still on the air?
We're still on the air. Mason, I've never seen you this not out of breath.
This way? Here?
Okay,
all right.
Ready? Mason, I'm going to give you the Lodge Trophy. You can put this next to the Hodge Trophy.
Yes, thank you.
What do you say to somebody that's wrestling? You know, here in show business, we say break a leg, but you never say break a leg to a wrestler. What should I say? Good luck?
Yeah, kick some butt.
Kick some butt at Final X on Saturday. We'll be there watching. Great to see you. Mason Parris, everyone. Keep your eyes out for Mason at the 2024 Olympics. We're putting it out into the universe. We'll be right back. Stick around.
If you would like to know more about anything you see on Live, log on to our website at livewithkellyandmark.com.
I've become a bit of an expert in sun care, an SP aficionado, if you will. My bottle of choice, Neutrogena.
The truck's here!
When your AC is broken and
All right.
Use all your might, Mark. Everything you learned.
Okay, ready? We're gonna take a little competition.
Wait, what's the
The
competition?
competition is, you know how you get down. First one to escape wins. He gets a point.
Okay, should we just give him all the points now? You can barely get. Mark has to escape.
Yeah, he's got to escape on me.
Okay, should we just give him all the points now? You can barely get. Mark has to escape.
Yeah, he's got to escape on me. She goes, don't let him escape.
Okay, should we just give him all the points now? You can barely get. Mark has to escape.
Yeah, he's got to escape on me.
Go for it, Mark. Good luck.
All right.
Use all your might, Mark. Has to escape.
Yeah, he's got to escape on me.
Go for it, Mark. Good luck.
All right.
Use all your might, Mark. Everything you learned.
Okay, ready?
Now, is there 2 more points?
No.
You know what it is?
No.
He's trying to teach me what to do.
Yeah, you got it.
I can't.
Chop the arm. Chop the arm.
Hey, on tomorrow's show, Mary J. Blige will be here.
And from American Born Chinese, Daniel Wu.
See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I might be here.
Save on your next outdoor project with 11% off it.
For the retailer's prices every day. For what I expected to pay for one outfit, I got 3. Now more than ever. You'll love the deals. You'll love Burlington.
Ryder Chip, just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. ABC 7 proudly celebrates Pride Month.
It's Thursday, June 8th, and The View starts live right now.
The letter effectively puts Donald Trump on notice that he faces the real prospect of indictment.
All of the hot topics on your mind are on the table. From politics.
I'm indicting a former president of the United States. Sends a terrible message to the world. I hope the DOJ thinks better of it.
To pop culture.
A huge part of me wanted to tell her.
And everything America's talking about right now. Plus, Lori Metcalf. Here come Hot Topics with Whoopi, Sarah Hayes, Anna Navarro.
Residue-free clean that's gentle on skin. All Free Clear, the #1 doctor recommended brand for sensitive skin.
Relapsing MS isn't the